EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Get up!
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Rolling to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 17, Willis, deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he finds Howard, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Bengals are 12-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw.
This is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Henry up the middle. And he's got room. There's a nice move. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. And now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Down at the 25.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow, he finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The slot man in motion right. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
12, 12, 12. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT.
Burrow on play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. 20. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Titans 17, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly trying to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. This is Hillman with it. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here we go. 12. 11.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On 2, ready?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
11 empty tank. 11 empty tank. 11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 1, ready? 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Gun. Cut.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go. 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready, break!
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Willis over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Willis to throw once more. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
12, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT Tate, 11 MT Tate, 11 Thomas.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 42. 114 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. First and 10, Willis. He finds Hillman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw again on 2nd down, Willis. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Willis now off play action.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Willis looks to pass it here.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This is Hillman with him.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Inside handoff, Henry. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Willis.
Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man complete to Miller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So this one in the win